little bit. So we have the lungs, and once we pass the pleura and all that, we have the root. Let's start with that. This right here is the root, which contains arteries, veins, and the cartilage. Cartilage that leads to the lungs. We have also a costal surface, which is against the ribs. We also have an apex and a base. Same thing with the heart. We have a hiatus, which is where all this enters. The hole is the hiatus, and the root is actually the veins and arteries and the cartilage that comes out of there. That is the root, and where they sit is the hiatus. We also have...
How do you even fit the heart in there? It's supposed to fit in there too, isn't it?
Yes, it's supposed to fit in there. Well, the left lung, which is this one, we have two lobes, an upper lobe and a lower lobe. And we have a fissure that is right here, and that is the oblique fissure, which separates the upper lobe from the lower lobe. And we have also the right lung, and on the right lung we have three lobes, as you can see. We have the upper lobe divided by the horizontal fissure. We have the middle lobe and the lower lobe, which is divided by the oblique fissure.
So those are both obliques, the bottom ones?
The bottom ones are obliques because they are at an angle coming down, and this is the only horizontal fissure.
Okay.
So that is the difference. Now we also have a cardiac pocket here, where the heart sits. This is the diaphragm and the spleen. You don't need to worry about that. But the heart
sits in the top cavity there, right? Okay.
The heart should fit here.
Gotcha.
Right here. And
in this right here, this is called something too.
Yes. So right here, let me just remove this lung. Right here is the carina. It is the first of the bronchioles. The bronchioles. We have a primary. Let me rephrase that. It is the first cartilage of the bronchi. Bronchi is plural. So it is the primary bronchi.
And do these lead to the root?
Yes.
Okay.
So it is the primary bronchi. Once you start dividing, you're not primary anymore, you will be secondary. So primary bronchi, secondary bronchi, right here, because it started dividing. So it's secondary bronchi. Once the secondary bronchi splits again, we're going to call that the tertiary bronchi.
Oh, so that's like the third time it splits?
The third time it splits.
Okay.
Tertiary. And then after that, we have bronchioles, which go all the way inside. And then after the bronchioles, we don't see it anatomically, but we have the terminal bronchioles, which will be seen there. And after that, it's when you start seeing microscopically the respiratory bronchioles, the alveolar ducts, alveolar sacs, and alveoli. And alveoli are just the single sacs where gas exchange occurs. So, to recap, we have the carina, primary bronchiole, secondary bronchiole, tertiary bronchiole, terminal bronchioles, and then inside we have the respiratory bronchioles, the alveolar sacs, alveolar ducts, and alveoli. And those are seen microscopically.
Nice.
Hold on, the stroma of that will be